Make sure everything is working. One fear. Oh, interesting. That bot message isn't appearing in my, well, and why isn't... Okay, I just need to talk more. Talk more. La 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 la. Okay, it's been a hot minute. I wanted to make sure everything was working. Oh, let me close my door before. Close my door and apparently fall out of my chair. Whoopsie. So sorry. All right. Listen, it's what it says on the tin. I'm not really going to spend a lot of time. I have zero pity, so I'm not worried about pulling for Castorice. If I had the money, we would do it, but I don't. So, sorry if that's what you wanted to see. Not happening. If I get more jades, then I'll probably pull as we go. But unfortunately, I am not a gacha tuber, so I cannot out here making big monies. I cannot afford to sit here and pull on characters as much as I wish I could. So, without... Why is everything being so unresponsive? Like, hold on. I feel like it's not... Steel series sonar microphone. Let me make sure it's set to the right mic just to be safe here. Thought it was, so I didn't check it. It is. Oh, why is it at 53%? What the fuck? That might help. Jesus. I don't know when that happened. That was weird. Okay. Okay, that's way better. Okay, cool. Isn't there... How do I view the story recap if I am not... Oh. By clicking the go button. Let's do a quick refresh because it's been a minute since we played the last story, which was all about Mydei. While everyone is awaiting the demigod of strife to emerge from the trial, something unexpected happens. The Trailblaze squad immediately follows Mydei into the trial and rescues Finon, who is trapped inside. Just as everyone breathes a sigh of relief, a new problem arises. Mydei had to shoulder the burden of strife, but the Kremnoans would never willingly give up the core flame to their old foe, Akuma. In an attempt to gain a better understanding, he decides to first seek advice from his teacher, Castorice, a veteran of Kremnos. The two part on bad terms because Castorice is a dumbass. Meanwhile, Trian and Castorice are dispatched to the Grove of Epiphany as diplomatic envoys of Akuma. When they arrive, they discover to their surprise that the Black Tide has struck, and they fight a mysterious swordmaster. In the end, they manage to rescue Anaxa and the core flame that he carries. While everyone is on their way back, within the city of Akuma, Castorice is arrested for abducting Trinan and trespassing on forbidden grounds. Under Mydei's mediation, Tribi and her sisters agree to reveal their memories in order to facilitate reconciliation between the Kremnoans and Akumans. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest, I don't remember that being how that conversation went. Is that what happened? But, okay, sure. Unexpectedly, just as Tribi and her sisters are about to meet the Time Titan Orynyx and repair their memories, they encounter the mysterious Swordmaster yet again. Trian sacrifices herself and falls with the Titan to protect her companions. Oh, falls with Orynyx. The way that's phrased is weird and confusing with those sentences back to back. In order to take back the core flame, everyone sets up a plan to seal, quote, the Swordmaster. The plan suffers multiple setbacks, but Mydei returns as the demigod of strife and helps everyone reclaim the core flame. Not long after, he successfully persuades his people to let go of their prejudices against Akuma. Disagree. I disagree with that statement. I do not agree. I don't think... Mydei did convince a lot of them, but I think that's too broad. You cannot say he convinced... say that like he managed to convince everybody. No. But sure. He says goodbye to everyone and returns home to join the front line against the Black Tide. On the other side, everyone holds a simple funeral for Trian, who exhausted her divine powers and turned into a doll. Having accepted Trian's last wish, the group continues on the path of the Flame Chase journey. Alright, let's go! I'm so glad they added that story recap feature. That's so nice.
A wild wind carries with it the scent of rust.
Head to the Garden of Life and discuss what to do next. Aww. do this investigate first. You've also thought about if you could lend the power from Orynyx for you. Okay, I'm going to say something, and I need everybody to just ride with me for a second. I feel like I have noticed this a lot in not just Hoyo games lately, but I feel like it's happened in Wuwa too. I feel like localization and translation lately in games, maybe because of the pressure a lot of companies are under when they operate as live service, to like turn out content. I feel like translation and localization in like subtitles and stuff has gotten like kind of bad lately. Like, I don't know. I've definitely noticed it in Star Rail because I've been playing it more often, but like I'm pretty sure I've had some moments in Zenless, and I've definitely had some moments in Wuwa where I was like, that, like, the subtitles won't align with the line read for the voicing sometimes, or like, you know, there'll just be like sloppy grammar mistakes and things like that. Like, I've just noticed it a lot more lately, and I don't know what's going on, but begging companies to fix it. For example, this subtitle here, I had to think about it and I understand it, but the way that it's phrased is not like very normal English, and it doesn't like I can think of like, you know, to like the very average person, it might not make sense on a first read. Like, what the hell does "you've also thought about if you could lend the power from Orynyx"? What does that mean? That's word salad. It doesn't mean anything. I think the intent here is that it's supposed to be saying, you've also thought about whether you could use the power from Orynyx to hear, because you know, like they could make it a little clearer. I don't know why they chose to phrase it that way, so I'm going to rephrase it. You've also wondered if you could use the power from Orynyx, for you want to hear the greeting from your first encounter. We are Trian. It's a shame that you couldn't. To bring the soul that crossed the Netherrealm back to the world of the living, it's too difficult. Yeah, I don't like the way that any of that was phrased. Hold on, I want to read it again. I don't understand the use of "also" here. That also doesn't that doesn't make sense to me. You've wondered if you could use the power from like, okay. You've sometimes wondered if you could use the power from Orynyx to hear the greeting from your first encounter. We are Trian. It's a shame that you can't. To bring the soul that crossed the Netherrealm back to the world of the living, it's impossible. I think that's what they mean with too difficult. I imagine it in Japanese would have been probably like muzakashi, and I think the intent though would be impossible. I'd be curious to see what the Chinese is here, because I feel like too difficult isn't serious enough. I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean to sit here and like overanalyze this localization, but here we are. Let's actually do the story. Trebios's memory has unveiled the first prophecy. All shall bid farewell to one. My terrible Trebi impression. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. One shall live to the end, and they alone will witness Era Nova. The new era, I assume. If I take on Orynyx's trial, will the prophecy come to pass for me as well? Okay, and I gotta say, I disagree with this. I don't think we should, like, I don't get why it has to be, why didn't we just make another demigod? I don't think the Trailblazer should be interfering in this way and getting involved in this way so as to be, like, veritably become a demigod in this world. That seems way too far for me. I must give Aglaya an answer. I swear to God, I hope they give me the option to choose no. some time ago. This is going to be voiced.
It's you, Cass.
Oh, good.
I finished the anthology.
Hold on. I want it. It's a little too
Your
quiet.
poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
No, always find time to reading. It's good for your brain.
Because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations.
True. Some people
The weight
work
of
better
these
under pressure.
responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency.
Some people prefer the crunch.
I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself, correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares.
Makes sense.
The history of mythology, taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas.
That's kind of cute.
May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
That's a good
He
question.
openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the flame chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
A Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas.
Okay, I saw something. I gotta comment on this Dromus thing. I saw something on Twitter the other day, I think. I think it was Twitter, or actually I don't remember if it was that or Blue Sky, but probably Twitter. When I was just like randomly scrolling. And I saw something that said that Anaxa wears Dromos pajamas. And I hope that's true. I really want it to be true. That's so cute and funny if it is.
Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve. Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than I can
A bonk! Wait, why didn't it play?
With all due respect, I'd like
What the
to
heck?
know what you plan to do with him.
I have Me Too open. Hold on. Hi, Moon Moon.
I am willing to grant him some time.
Yeah, it should be working. Why is it not working? That's weird. No, I'm not trying to scam you, I promise. I'll refund you your points, Moon Moon, don't worry. I don't know why that's so weird. Everything's open, it should have worked. Don't worry, I got you, Moon Moon. But hello, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're having a good night. Thank you for coming to hang out with me for a little bit. Where is this? That's prediction. Is it this? No. Where did the thing to manage the queue go? Ah, there it is. Ugh. There we go. I'll complete everything else. Sorry about that, Moon Moon. I don't know why it's being weird. Let me close and reopen Mix It Up. Because it was working, like, the other week. Oh, you know what? I bet. Why the evil emote? I know you fancy yourself an evil overlord and all, so it's on brand, but I'm just curious why you decided to use it. Okay, I wonder if OBS got disconnected from services. OBS connect. Failed. Huh. Oh. Mm. Did that? No? Wait. What? Connection and password. Password. That's the problem. No? Still? Let me uncheck it. Why is it suddenly not working? It's so weird, and now I'm like annoyed, so now I have to fix it. Apply. Yeah. Okay. Aha! Okay. 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 There it is! Fixed it. I think when I updated OBS earlier, it disconnected it and I didn't realize. Okay. We're working. All right. Back to the story. What did we miss real quick here? Has something been weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's... Ow! Moon! Can't believe this. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter. With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him. In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame.
However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Just as I feared.
Oh, Cass doesn't agree with fair.
This journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Yeah, because he is an empty shell.
I can't.
Cersei's told us that last patch.
Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But
I'm gonna be
now,
so honest.
let's greet our
I
guest.
don't really see what the problem is.
You're here.
Yes.
Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial?
I don't want to. I'm still on the fence.
I understand. It was the sacred beast's idea, after all. However, it warrants careful consideration, given their intricate ties to the Titan.
You know who should take Orynyx's trial? March 7th.
Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your humanity. You will inherit Orynyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own.
Okay. I hate Mem already. Gonna be real. Same. Mem is fine and cute when they aren't having to do dialogue lines where all they say is Mem. It do be a little bit insane driving. Every other little mascot character we've gotten in a Hoyo game has just spoken normal English. Like, HSR already has Pom Pom. Genshin had Paimon. ZZZ. Actually, I don't know if ZZZ has one. But like, oh, and I guess just gacha games. Because like, Wuwa has Abby. As much as I despise Abby, I hate Abby more than Mem, personally. I hate that little creature. I hate Abby from Wuthering Waves with a passion. Don't know why they forced us to have that little creature exist. Whatever. But Mem, like, I think that's the thing that drives me bananas. It's supposed to, I think, imply or like be like the demonstration of the fact that Mem can't, like, it doesn't have all of its memories. It's not like fully formed, so it can't like talk completely, but still drives me crazy. Also, I'm going to continue to say it. I hate this. I'm mad. I don't think the Trailblazer should become the demigod of time. Like, I don't get it. Why are we doing this? This is interfering at the highest level in a way that we should not be interfering. Oh my god, Lintum. Oh, thank you so much for that tip. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we're currently, the current tonal goal for just stream in general, it's just for some peripheral improvements. I just put peripherals because I was like, I'm not going to list it out. It's a little long, but things like, you know, stuff to improve my mic setup. I'm currently working on sound reducing my office, so I got to get some more supplies for that. Like, I want to get some acoustic blankets, maybe like a curtain track that I can mount on my ceiling around my desk so that I can kind of close it off and help kind of contain the sound a little more, stuff like that. But it's like a lot of little things that just add up. I might even try to get a different mic because I like mine fine. But if I'm going to use it for recording in my offline hours too, I want to get a different one. And just because I like this one okay, but it's been intended as an intermediary microphone. So I want to get a little bit better one eventually and stuff like that. So I super appreciate it. Thank you very much. But back to my rant. We should not be doing anything like this. We should not be doing this. I disagree with this heavily. I think this is, like, I get that they're trying to involve us in the story, but I'm like, I don't like it. You are so valid for that, Car, and I love and support you. I love and appreciate you for lurking. Thank you, thank you. I try, and I'm mad that they didn't really give me the option to say no. They just let me say I'm on the fence.
From that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis.
Yes. Is there a plan B?
It's exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I am willing to lower my expectations.
Like, okay, here's the thing. If it was just about retrieving the core flame and then giving it to the Chrysos heirs, like, that would be one thing, you know? But because it involves the whole, like, become a divinity of our world bullshit, like, that's, we should not be doing that as the Trailblazers. That goes against the entire creed of assisting without, like, interfering too much. I don't know. It's stupid. I'm a little mad.
There are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm not giving up. I just I don't want to be counted on.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Yeah, I mean, Mem was given to us by Orynyx. I don't know why anyone's surprised.
Memories that exist outside of your own experiences.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the Abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
I think Orynyx is just afraid. Like, nobody wants to... You know what? All right. As annoyed as I am, I trust you all to make the right call. If you insist, then fine.
Go to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trina will call for you when the ceremony is ready.
I'm going to continue to be mad. I'm staying mad.
It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akima. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew is no longer able to express the extent of our gratitude. When the dust settles,
Then thank me by not asking me to do this.
To have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo and discuss things openly.
Before leaving, I should go and say hi to Castorice. All right. I think ads are about to start. So I will, if they haven't already, they should be starting any moment now, I think. I'm like afraid to start things because I feel like the second I do, the ads are gonna go. Oh my god, Mydei, Jesus. Gulp, gulp, sir. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I like his phone case. I'm big chillin' for a minute. I don't want to start a big story beat while the ads are running. So we can all just look at Mydei together. Oh wait, do I? No, I only have 92. I don't know why I thought I had any. What is my pity at now? like, wait. How am I already at like 50 pity? That's crazy. What? Yeah, 'cause I'm at 45. I'm already like halfway. That's okay. Huh. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. 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 Let's see. What's while this is going. Oh. So just there we go. Uh, hmm. Uh, all right. Do I have a link to my Discord? Yes. Sorry, Bayleaf, I was tabbed out. But if you ever want to know any of my socials, yeah, you can do exclamation point Discord in the chat for the Discord. And then it's Twitter and YouTube, I think, for, if I remember right, for the others. Oh, delicious, cherished recollection. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a top-up. I see. It's a top-up thingy. All right. Let's do this. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not expecting anything. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn it. I'm not expecting anything, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be a little bit mad when I don't get anything. Also, hi. Yeah, hi. Welcome, welcome in. We're doing the main story right now. So if you don't want any spoilers for, I keep putting 2.4 in all of my posts today, didn't I? I meant 3.4? Help. Man, I'm really gonna have to go to full pity for this 50-50, huh? That's crazy. Guess that makes sense. My gacha games have not been kind to me lately. I had to fail a 50-50 and go to full pity like twice for Cantarella and Wuwa. And I had to go pretty far for Mydei, and I'm 90% sure, if I remember right, that I also lost my 50-50 on Mydei. So, ZZZ, I had like 50 polls saved. I had a shit ton saved in ZZZ because I was waiting for the Juyuan banner. Because I didn't really care about Soldier 0 and B. But I was ready. I was like, I need Juyuan. And I didn't get her. Oh, hi, Leah. She's in her box next to me. So cute. Hi, yeah, you're cute. I know I already spent them. Thank you. All right, let's get back on track.
Miss, may everything go well for you and Mem.
I'd wish it wouldn't have to.
It's nothing. I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaya.
Oh, okay.
Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trianne had gifted to me. Tracing back, this anthology was something left for Lady Trianne by a bard before their passing.
Oh.
Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trianne gave this book to me since she knew how much I like to read. No, it's just an ordinary book. It's definitely not some kind of unique copy. It just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself.
This sounds vaguely familiar.
It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already met its end. Overwhelmed by grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. However, having lost memories of her previous life, the resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise.
Is this a Honkai Impact 3rd reference? I feel like this, like, obviously, it's gotta be tied to... Hi, Dulia. Everybody say hi to Dulia. She came to sniff and say hello to you. But, like, obviously, this is some sort of reference to Cass's past. But I feel like it has to be a Honkai Impact 3rd reference, too, in some way. Because, let me look at this again. Okay, pushes up my glasses. In a faraway land in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down... Excuse me, I'm trying to overanalyze here. I'm trying to theory craft. Can you not? Yeah, okay. Being a little brat. She wants attention. You want attention? You wink at me? Hey, no biting. You literally rubbed your face on my hand for pets. You cannot just turn around and bite me like that. Okay. But, I think the part that really makes me think Impact 3rd is the, an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. Like, I can't say what, but that feels like, a reference to somebody in Impact 3rd. I just don't know who. And I'm not very familiar with the Flame Chase, so I don't know that it's any of them. But it feels familiar. Last time I watched you regularly, you were playing KH3. Yes. Oh man, that was a hot minute ago, huh? Yeah, so fun fact about KH3, I never actually got to finish it because I don't know if you remember where I was when I was playing last on stream, but I do. I was at the very end. I was in like the final boss rush chain. I was in that section in oh, I don't remember what the name of the land is, but it's the place where Aqua is there. Where you it's like a boss, like a bunch of boss fights in a row, like towards the end of the game, right? And then I don't remember what happened exactly, but I had to reformat my PlayStation. So I lost all my save data. So, because it wasn't backed up to the cloud, it was only on my like hard data on my drive. So, that sucked ass, and I was very disheartened, and I have not gone back since. You watched me beat the Big Hero 6 world. Oh, okay. Man, God, that feels like so long ago. It's rough, buddy. Yeah, thanks. Since then, oh man. How long ago was that now? It's been a bit. What have I played since then? Oh God, that's a very long list. I will say. I did stream raiding in 14 for a while, because I was doing that pretty regularly for a bit. And then I've played, obviously, Star Rail. I've played ZZZ. I've played all the Hoyo games on stream at this point. But I stopped playing Genshin. I have played Wuthering Waves on stream, V Rising, Cult of the Lamb, Marvel Rivals. We've gotten some of that in there. I don't think I've ever played Palia on stream, but I've played that. I think we did some Deadlock. There's been some Overwatch 2. There's been I don't know if I ever streamed Fortnite after that, because I think the KH3 streams were a bit after my Fortnite era. I stopped playing that. We've done some fun collabs since then. Oh God, I don't know. It's been a journey. Oh, I think we've done a couple bits and bobs of Dragon Age for sure. I was trying at one point to start regularly playing Dragon Age and like go through the series, but when I started doing that, my Origins game, like, it started bugging and I couldn't fix it, and I didn't want to have to completely restart, so I kind of abandoned it. We've played a lot of Persona 5 Royal, but I haven't finished that either, unfortunately. Partly because that one, I started streaming it on PlayStation originally, because that's where I originally was gifted it. And then I got it on PC when it came to PC, and I was going to start a new run on there. Then I just haven't finished it. It's one of those games where I keep getting to like spots where I have to do a lot of grinding. And so I go, okay, I'll do that off stream. Like, I don't want to make you guys sit there while I run through mementos. And then I don't do it off stream. And then I just kind of forget that I was playing it. And then I never go back to it. So I love it, but I just haven't finished it. Maybe we'll put that back on the docket at some point here. I think we've played Stardew. Yeah. There's been a lot. I don't know that we've really played... Like, I haven't been able to play a lot of the big AAA releases that have come out between now and then. Just because it's hard for me to get AAA games because when they come out, because I don't usually have a spare fucking $70 to drop on a game these days. So yeah. Oh yeah, Phasmophobia definitely did some of that with friends for a while. Dead by Daylight, I think. Oh yeah, you were there for my first like early days of 14, huh? Yeah, I'm completely caught up now. I've played 2 X-Packs on release now. I've played Endwalker. I played Endwalker and Dawn Trail on release. And I am eagerly awaiting the next expansion. I'm very curious to see where the story is going to go there. I have thoughts and feelings and theories, but nothing solid. Just things that I think about from time to time. That's correct. I always start as an arcanist because it's my favorite. I've like done a bunch of alts and stuff at this point, so I've for the last few X-Packs, I'm still working on it right now with Dawn Trail, but I've maxed all my classes, my battle classes. I will not craft. So I've played every class, but Arcanist is definitely my favorite. I'm currently still maining Summoner, though I did play Monk all the way through Dawn Trail. Like, that was the class that I ran the story on, because I was really excited about the Monk changes, and I was not disappointed. Current Monk is so So fun. A little bit punishing if you fuck up your rotation, but not too bad at IMO. Like, I think it's fun. Especially if you're not used to a melee. It's pretty easy to get the hang of. Yeah, it has been a journey. And now I feel like the old fart when I'm in 14. Because I'm like, oh yeah. I find I got to teach people how to do the new EX for once. That was a crazy experience because I've never done that. I've never been knowledgeable of like current content like that. So I'm having a good time. It's definitely in my favorite game rotation. Though I think I've kind of slowed down a little bit just because like I'm just taking it more easy this expansion. I suck at positionals, so I wouldn't know about Monk. I mean, positionals, they've done a lot to update it. So positionals are not too bad now. There's only like it's similar to a lot of the other melees where now there's only like two abilities where your position actually matters for Monk. So you don't have to worry about it quite so much. And they gave it some new like you still don't have great ranged ability, but you've got a couple abilities that can help kind of close the gap when you're having to move around. I guess it's really only two, but still, it's better than none. You just collect balls and then use the balls and then collect more balls and use the balls. It's great. What a dark story.
The author of this book is Archepia,
Huh.
a wandering bard who traveled to many cities.
Wait a second. It mustn't have been easy for Cass to narrate this story so calmly. That feels like a very pointed statement by Mem. Because, like, yeah, it's a sad tale, but if you just read a sad story, like, unless it really hit home for you, you don't usually have a problem, like, relaying it to somebody else. So that feels like a very pointed statement by Mem, which is very clearly saying, like, yeah, that's Cass, that's her history, that's her memory.
Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting.
So she's a fan.
While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive.
Oh, one other thing that you missed for a bit there, Bayleaf. I played Call of Dragons for a little while, and I did a couple of streams doing that. But I had to give it up because that game is based on UTC, and I could not like be active in the game because I was always working in the middle of like server stuff happening, which sucked. Because I did have a good time. I thought it was pretty fun, and I was helping like run a guild and stuff. And we were doing pretty okay by the time I left, but I just was like, I can't do this anymore because I just can't do this in the middle of my job. I have to work. Sorry. And there's no servers for like NA people.
That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things.
I think I played Dishonored a bit. I was not very good at it.
Helping you to take the photo previously. I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm also very curious about the story of the Rosy Celestial Maiden.
I forgot that's what they call March.
Visited many cities in Amphorius. I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity, forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Ornyx's blessing.
Why you gotta read me for filth like that, Bayleaf? And, like, to an extent, like, some of it was struggling with the stealth, but also just, like, the gameplay in general. Not even just the stealth, but just, like, figuring out what to do and things. I was like, I feel too stupid for this game. I didn't hate it. Like, I thought it was really interesting, but I just could not get, like, past some points. And for me, like, I know some people don't mind, like, for lack of a better word, like, you know, hitting their head against the wall repeatedly for that kind of thing. Like, they don't, you know, that's part of the ride when people are watching a stream for, like, Dark Souls or whatever, is watching them complete that thing that they've been stuck on. But, like, for me, I don't like it because I get in my head and I start to feel, like, the pressure of, like, of struggling and not being good at things. And, like, you know, obviously they're, like, no one's gonna be perfect at every single game. You're gonna do new things and learn, like, to an extent, I totally am fine with it. But that kind of I started when I don't like, because I don't like to get frustrated. Like, I don't want to get mad. I don't like being, like, actually angry at a game. And I definitely don't like being on stream while I feel that way. So I was like, I'm just gonna kind of drop this one. It's just not for me. But that's the same reason I will never play Dark Souls. A, I don't own any Dark Souls games. B, it's just not gonna happen. Dark Souls isn't really a game for me, and I recognize that, and I'm totally fine with that. Maybe one day if I ever do, like, a donathon or something, I'll make, like, the big goal to, like, play Dark Souls or Elden Ring. Because I'm sure there are people who would think it would be funny to watch me suffer, but I just also don't think it would be fun to watch because I would be, like, so bad at the game. I don't know. Oh, it's Kevin. Hi, Kevin. And Dan Hung. Citizens Assembly.
Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know.
More trouble?
I wouldn't call it trouble. I just think it will be favorable if the both of you understand the situation in Akima better.
Oh, you're fine, Bayleaf. Oh, wait, I have to... Okay. I always forget. I gotta... Let's see if I can do my Dan Hung impression that I did last patch. Do you remember the Council of Elders that was... No, it's so bad. Do you remember the Council of Elders that was on our heels previously? It seems like they've made their move.
Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years. This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey.
Oh? I don't actually want to know more, but sure.
Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud.
Oh, I forgot it turned off the auto for Dan Hung.
Representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaya should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue.
Oh. It sounds like some sort of system to balance the heroes and the mortals.
That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders.
There are ill-intentioned extremists everywhere.
As a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey. We can refer to them as the opposition.
Okay.
During the assembly
Is this a
held in
trial?
the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
She left. Is it us? No. Although we might be mentioned, the Council of Elders has another target in mind. Boomst.
I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa.
Oh, fuck. Why?
Aglaya will surely take back Circe's core flame.
Oh, okay.
With Anaxa's current condition. It's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him.
I know how
He's
it'll affect
always
him.
been someone
He'll
that is
crumple
only
over.
concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time.
I mean, okay. You suspect that he might betray the Flame Chase journey and defect toward the Council of Elders. I actually don't think he would do that, because I think he would know they are just as self-serving, and he's not gonna want to do that. He's not gonna want anything to do with either party.
Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akuma. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another.
I have a better understanding of the full picture now. Is there anything that we can do?
As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for.
Okay. What, so we can, like, back you up? We understand. Thank you for being honest with us. Things are piling up again. Hex and Mem are tied up with Ornyx's trial, and while I'm preparing to visit the Grove to uncover... Wait, what? This is what I was talking about earlier with these subtitles, like, not making sense and just getting kind of lazy. If this would, okay, if there were a ... at the end of the sentence, like if he like trailed off, it's like, then he could be saying like, oh man, things are piling up, you have to do this, and all this while I'm doing this, ... like he's trailing off like, oh man, this is getting to be a lot. But the way the sentence is currently written, this doesn't make sense. It should be things are piling up again. Hex and Mem are tied up with Ornyx's trial, and then they need to remove the and. There's an unnecessary article here. Remove the and. Hex and Mem are tied up with Ornyx's trial while I'm preparing to visit the Grove to uncover clues about the world beyond the sky.
Oh, yo. Hire me. I will fix your game.
If only I had the, like, job credentials to become a freelance, like, translator or, like, localizer. I don't know enough to do translation directly, but I could proofread. I would save these games, dude. Let's just... I just want to rest.
I want to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Ornyx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss.
I hope that they aren't, because I don't want this. Don't want this fate.
Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days.
Alright, sure.
Right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly.
Cool. Oh my god, I ain't reading all that. Oh my god, that's so much politics. I just simply do not care. Alright, rest up. Why are you nervous, Mem? You're not gonna do shit. I feel like a sitting duck that has been thrown into the deep end. Speaking of which, I don't recall seeing any rubber duck toys in the baths of Hakama. It seems like they only have these seals? Let's just hope that everything goes well. After all, as someone who has earned the gaze of an Aeon, you should be able to overcome the trial of a regional god just fine. In his defense, oh, yeah, no, that's why I'm putting it on the devs. Like, I'm like, man. Yeah, it just annoys me because it's like, I think the reason it annoys me with games is when it's like smaller companies, when like an indie game does it, or like, you know, like an indie like visual novel company does it, like, okay, you can understand one or two, like especially in like visual novels, you can understand a couple things slipping through the cracks, you know, in all of that, like the million, like thousands of words that go into a visual novel. Of course there's gonna be a few, maybe be a few errors, unless they were like absolutely perfect, which is incredible if they are, but you know, sometimes it's hard. But with games like this, where the content is like, it's basically live service, it's coming out every few months, I feel like a bigger company like HoYoverse doesn't really have an excuse. I don't know. I don't want to give them. I will defend Don Hung. I will agree with you on that, absolutely. I'm not going to defend Hoyo. Hoyo should know better. There was one patch in, oh man, I don't remember which patch it was. I think it was like 1 point something, because it was before Pennaconia, I'm pretty sure, where there was a companion quest with Dan Hung after he got his Imbibitor Lunae form. And I remember playing it like the day after it came out, and I was like, none of like the entire like first dialogue, the first cutscene, none of the subtitles matched what the characters were saying. like they were still like, you still understood, like they still went together, but like the complete words would be different. Like it didn't line up. It didn't match up. And I was like, this is it for me, at least. That kind of thing is extremely distracting, because I use the subtitles. I'm listening to the voices and reading the subtitles at the same time because it helps my brain process. So when those two things are misaligned, then my brain just goes, "What the fuck? That's not what they said," and then I get pulled out of the story. So I distinctly remember, I was like, I was a little annoyed about it. I was more annoyed than I needed to be, but I told them, I filed a bug report with or feedback report with Hoyo, and I was like, yo, dude, like, come on now. Fix your shit. I said it much more nicely. And, you know, was specific, but still. Because I just, that stuff annoys the hell out of me. I can't help it, because I can't help but notice it. We've also unknowingly gotten used to sleeping with the midday sun shining brightly above our heads. Get some rest. Perhaps a new phase of our trails blazing expedition in Amphorius is about to begin. Alright, let's go to the next instance. A few days later at the Vortex of Genesis.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits.
Why is there a the? Is Orynyx... Like, what kind of proper noun is Orynyx then? Is it not a name? Or is it a title? Because, like, I guess they're trying to say, like, the Time Titans vacant totem awaits? I don't know.
If you have already made your
a little bit annoying, again.
Become a pillar of Amphorius.
I'm just gonna nitpick now, I'm sorry. Like, my brain is in that zone. I'm saying this for the last time. I should not be doing this. Don't think the Trailblazer should be doing this.
Your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May carefully light your path forward.
Thanks, Trina, and I can never be mad at you.
Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer.
I can never be mad at you either, Treevee. I'm interested to see what the trial is going to be, though. Like, I won't lie.
The position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time.
Like, as much as I am against the Trailblazer being the one to do this, I am excited to see what they did for it.
We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
Let's go. I've gotten long used to fighting fires. That's so funny.
The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosairs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles. Mem. Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of we seek your divinity, fill our bodies with blood.
You're gonna make me listen to Mem in the background? Come on, man. I don't think I have gold blood.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I just want to...
And surrender the core flame.
Okay.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
I love all of you. That doesn't seem appropriate for the current mood, so let's just leave the farewells for next time. Shut up! You don't know what's gonna happen.
You're tougher than I am, right?
Mm. No, do not say words to me right now. Dude, watch we get in there and Mem can speak in full sentences. That
From beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysosairs. She will definitely succeed. While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
That's the stare of somebody who knows exactly what he's about to say, and she doesn't like it.
Slap.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
How is it? How do you feel? That's right. Look! I don't know what happened, but I'm able to talk. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations.
Huh.
Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer. Mother. It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Or the years of isolation coming to an end?
Oh, Oryx.
Oryx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space.
Not me pushing my headset closer to my ears, trying to listen to Mem's voice to see if it sounds like any other characters in the game. We're summoning the Primal Titan? Something like that.
We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
This is definitely a VA who's already in the game. I just don't know who.
Broken.
Can I use this?
Where?
I want to see what's over here.
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
Oh, I can already jump over here? Oh, okay. Never mind. So. Tell me what's up, Oryx.
You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is something that I said during 3.0, but I don't know if I've ever said it on stream. Skyfather, I'm... Okay. Hold on. Let me... Context. So, in early on in the MSQ, in 3.0, like the first initial story of this world, we received the Fuli's gaze, like the Aeon Fuli, like turned their eyes on us, and that's how we got the ability to summon Mem and start walking the path of remembrance, because that's the path that Fuli is part of or in charge of. But in Amphorius, the title Skyfather, as far as I'm aware, typically refers to the Sky Titan Ocula. Or Ocula? I don't remember how to say it. And so if Oryx is referring to when Fuli, the Remembrance Eon in our world, looked at us, but then saying Skyfather, I'm pretty sure that Fuli is Ocula. And one of the things in Amphorius is that you cannot, like, try to travel out of, like, you can't fly. If you try to, like, fly in the sky and leave, then the Skyfather will strike you down. And if the theory that this is all some kind of simulation by Fuli is real, then that would make sense why Fuli the Skyfather, who is presiding over all of Amphorius, is the one who resides in the sky watching over everybody and also preventing anything from escaping their simulation. And thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway.
Mother is calling for you.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. So Skyfather has looked at us. Oryx has talked about Mother in front of us before, in saying that, like, they can, like, sense her on us or something like that. My theory the first time they did that, I'm pretty sure they're talking about March. I think March 7th is the quote-unquote mother. Oh, hey! Does Skyfather refer to Fuli? That's not words. The Titan's words are indistinct. Each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be cloaked in frost, symbolizing memory.
Father has chosen you.
I want to look at that line again. Does Skyfather refer to Fuli? The Titan's words are indistinct. Each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be cloaked in frost, symbolizing memory. So I feel like that's a confirmation, but it's also representative of Fuli preventing Orynyx from saying certain things to us. Who is your mother? They're not going to be able to tell us. Yeah, so I thought. A majestic voice pierces through the golden mist, reaching the unseen mountain walls in the distance, reflecting and returning to your ears as an echo. Within the echo, you seemingly could make out the cry of a baby. A majestic voice. Mother is calling for you. A majestic voice. I wish it... Oh, man.
Mother is no longer responding.
Okay. Mother is no longer responding. March is currently sick on the Astral Express, slowly icing over and becoming unresponsive. Something
important.
Yes, something important.
An important matter.
Orynyx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Orynyx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom.
Yes, we're here to help. We don't want to hurt you.
Want freedom.
We can give it
Poor
to you.
child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
Wait a second, hold on. No, I need her to speak words again. Hold on, okay.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Okay, I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna throw out something crazy. I think Orynyx is voiced by Castorice's VA. And I think maybe Orynyx has something to do with Castorice's missing other half.
Potential. Strength. Willpower. Powerful. And tenacious.
True.
But you lack something.
Oh. I mean, that makes sense. We're not...
One thing.
Lacking something. What is it?
Well, yeah, obviously she can't tell us. Or it wouldn't be a trial.
What you lack is a future.
I don't have a future.
Future? Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already.
Dissipated already?
Gaze from the Sky Father. Stabilize your form.
Wait, what?
From the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away. Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
Huh?
What? How is that possible?
I'm already dead?
The space is collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority of time. If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse. Amphorius will succumb to eternal disorder. Time never compromises, never bears grudges. Never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother, Sky Father. Time restrains everything that exists in this world. Orynyx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end? Strider of remembrance, my strength, I shall entrust it to you. The fate of the world, if you wish to save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen.
Go and find your future that has been stolen.
You'll have to cheat death.
Huh.
You'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Before the passing of 15 entry hours, go forth and reclaim your future. This is the true trial of time. What? Huh? Huh? What? What, dude? Huh? Hey, you're finally awake? I'll keep it simple. You succeeded. Orynyx has entrusted you with their divinity. Now you're no different from a demigod of Amphorius. However, Mem has told me about what happened during the trial. They are still explaining things to the others and told me to bring you back to your room to rest first. So, what's my superpower? For you to be able to say that even now, you're truly impressive. Listen, I'm trying to keep light of a very weird and heavy situation. Okay? Okay, I'm doing my best out here. There's something that I've never told you. When we landed on Amphorius, our car was pierced by Nikodor's lance. Do you remember? Well, yeah. Back in the ruins of the Abyss, this was what I said. You passed out when our car got hit. I blacked out too, but not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in the car, or we would have been crushed to pieces. Actually, my account kind of made light of the situation. So he knew this whole time? Is that what you're telling me? You were severely injured back then, with several wounds still bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry you out and use the last of my strength to stem the bleeding, but then I was also hit by a falling rock and lost consciousness. The last time I checked, you still weren't breathing. But when I regained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy, so I never brought this up again. I'm not sure whether the gaze of Fulia has anything to do with this matter, but according to the Titan, you are living in the form of a memory right now, just like those objects of the past in the miracles of Orynyx. Perhaps Mem is the anchor rope that ties you to the present. Oh. I had assumed they couldn't stray too far from you, but the truth might be the exact opposite. Cry for me. Stellaron, do something! For a while, I also thought that the Stellaron was your life support system, but it seems like this hypothesis has been disproven. No, I'm just a carrying vessel. I'm just a Tupperware container for the Stellaron. It does not care about me. But it's not time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Yeah, there's gotta be, right? Orynyx mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering Mydei's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there's some kind of miraculous power in Amphorius that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie with the Hand of Shadow, whose whereabouts are unknown.
Hey, are you alright?
Oh, they can talk even here.
I heard you two talking about Thanatos.
I forgot to switch my
Cass is also
synergy
very
some.
concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her.
True. Oh, looks like ads are going to be starting soon.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you.
Ah.
I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
I mean, I would have told them too. It's fine. Why would I be mad about that? Amphorius is demigod of treasures. What is that? Open treasures 120 times. Yo, let's go. I guess I could do this the easier way. Telelepo. God, I want one of the little chimeras to follow me around. Instead of this silly pig.
Miss, I'm right here.
You hear soft steps coming closer, one step at a time. Sorry guys who are in the ad break, I'm not gonna pause this time. Actually, yes I am. I'm gonna BRBS. Because my butt hurts from sitting in my chair. I'm gonna get up for a minute. I will be right back. Okay, I think we're good. Seems like. And I managed to, it took a moment to tidy up my desk a bit and get my sheets ready to put on my bed after stream. Was airing out my mattress after I took my old sheets off, so wanted to make sure I had those ready to go so I didn't have to worry about it later. All right. Cass gave us a creepy whisper. You hear soft steps coming closer, one step at a time.
Please stay there and slowly turn around.
What's going on? For some reason, you feel you've seen this scene before. You want to turn your head, you glimpse a dash of purple brushing past your face. Then, a chill seeps through your skin, spreading into your veins, and your heartbeat begins to slow. Spin around immediately and give Castorice a scare. No, that's a sure sign. Your vision blurs and cold reality fades into a purple ocean. This is also... Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention another thing I had earlier. Okay, so I was telling my friend earlier today that I had a theory that Castorice was a mirror to the Hersher of Rebirth from Honkai Impact 3rd. And you know what? No, we're doing this. We're doing this. Hold on. I gotta I want to see if there's any pictures of what happens to your screen when you use her ult. Because the vibes are there. Let's see. No, let's try Kit. Or Ultimate. Okay, it's only for a split second. But... Okay, this is gonna be a shitty... We're just gonna... Nobody in chat cares about this the way that I do. But that's okay. No, why did all my shit move back to my main monitor? Why does it do that? I don't get it. Computer, you're stupid. Okay, anyway. Why is this squished? What the flip? What happened? Windows. Alright, anyway, very good program. I have my browser... Don't I? Game. Did I delete it? Maybe I did. Was it a window capture? Yeah. Okay. Okay, see this? See this, the effector on the screen here? Like, come on now. Like, huh? You see it? You see it? Because I see it. I think it's interesting. Anyway. Carrying on. And then.
Please pardon me.
A subtle fragrance of an unnamed flower fills your senses, its sweetness making you forget the need to breathe. You realize you are still alive. No, to be more precise, your death was not thorough. The coldness of the initial touch disperses as quickly as it came, and replacing it is the touch of fingertips and a tremble born of trepidation that originated from a certain lanky arm. Her quivering finger gently brushed against your cheek, causing a faint tickle.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything.
Am I really dead?
At the grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought that it might have been the special.
Oops, sorry.
Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier.
No, it's not your fault,
Miss,
Cass. Why would
if
you
my
like
abrupt
look for that?
behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Oh.
Cass, did you find anything? My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities.
No,
But,
that's not why we
miss,
asked.
Would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. Perhaps the result might be different this time.
Yeah, of course.
I have never touched the living in this way before.
Oh,
If
whoa.
my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me.
It's alright, girl. I forgive you no matter what. She places her palm on your face. And her shivers calm somewhat this time.
Yes. I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape. But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance. Ah. The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on.
I mean, with all the love in my heart,
Needs you.
we told her we're on a deadline, right? I'll do my best.
Laya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
More and more species are disappearing.
Don't mind me. I'm dying out here. Sorry, I felt the need to channel Rocket Raccoon. God, I love Mydei. Yeah. I know I could just teleport, but sometimes it's fun to walk. Oh, hi, Chimera. I'm sorry. Did I break? Oh, I'm sorry. I think he was hiding to play hooky from work. My bad.
They're here.
Hi.
Partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
Pretty shitty. It feels quite cool being a departed spirit.
At least You look no different from the living. I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
Damn.
You've completed
You flirting
the
with me,
trial of
bud?
time.
Thank you.
And
Oh my
I have to
god.
admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind. However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Mydei has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even
I'll
any
study his
minor
indestructible
breakthroughs,
body.
we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Many have had this idea, but so far there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace.
True.
Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her.
Oh,
I'll
that's
try and get
the...
her to return to Akima, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all. It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart. It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
Oh my god, you
I
guys are
earnestly hope
pathetic.
that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Oh man, you'll be fine. Oh, we're gonna play as an Axa?
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
Okay.
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Well,
Hand of Shadow.
Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not Netherrealm. Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of a Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm? The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects you, me. Listen.
mm-hmm.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it, deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the Void World. A voice, about to recount something.
Count something.
Child of humanity,
Oh.
is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency?
Oh, right, that's Cersei's.
You have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
Oh, it's the same amount of time as us.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
Well, got her there, I
That
guess.
white-haired student of yours, acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course.
Ooh, actually, oh, we don't
This
get to
is
play
how
as
I've
him.
always been.
Wait, can I? Yeah! Hee hee hee. Ooh. Oh, he uses a gun? The hell? Was it? Ah, yes. The strongest divine spell of all. Gun.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Enexagoras. It's been a while, Lord Enexagoras.
I know that voice. Wait, hold on.
I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
I think that's Alejandro Saab.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
Hi, baby. Yes, I know. You're cute and fuzzy. Everybody knows that. Do you want to get out of my way, please? I'm trying to do stuff. Thanks.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
Okay.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherians perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls.
Okay, Aether Vision.
Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar. If necessary, Lord Anaxagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
Damn.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action. Whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time.
He's melting my brain.
Thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Okay, I said it was Alejandro earlier. I lied. I think this is Dr. Ratio's voice.
Perhaps the gods in their arrogance
I don't remember his name.
them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
True.
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it may bring to this imperiled world.
Yo, is Lygus okay? Is he okay? I'm worried.
Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Oh.
Please, Professor.
Yo, that was sick. That looked really cool.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Memorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited.
Ah, so it's the elitist zone. Got it.
Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan. Oh, what a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly.
All right.
Meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Yeah, honestly, true. Oh, right. I keep forgetting when I
Save
switch
your
auto off.
concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
Do you?
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
I love this husband and wife bickering they have going on. It's so funny.
Go melt it down.
Go melt it down? Damn.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
I wasn't priest.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the Black Tide, just like the other scholars.
Sheesh.
Kephales's
Rude.
priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
I don't think he cares.
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being. Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
Jesus.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan.
Get his
As I
ass.
see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated.
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kephales's followers.
Boom.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation.
What if I want to, though? Also, what the fuck is that noise? Time for a puzzle. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh. Okay, I almost have it, though. I feel like I'm like right there. I feel like I've almost got it. I have the right idea. Aha! Aha! See? Boom! I knew I was close. And the noise stopped too. Thank God. Ah, there's a chest over there. Nom nom nom. What about in here? Oh. Investigate. Investigate. Okay. Go this way. Whee!
melt it down.
Oh, look at this. Sorry, can't talk right now. Got a puzzle to do. Okay, so what the hell? Huh. How do I get there? I don't know if I understand this one. Okay, so I think what needs to happen is I need it to press the gold first and then end on the blue. So if I go like not quite. Okay. Okay, I think I kind of had it there. Hold on. Oh. God damn it. Man, this one always hurts my brain and makes me feel big time stupid. Okay, so 2, 3. I feel like that's the correct pathing. But then I can't get myself in a good spot to be down here, to get down here. I don't understand. I feel like I'm missing something critical and I don't know what it is. No. No. Okay, I was overthinking it. Beautiful. Alright, let's talk to the scribe.
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the Fates.
You could say it's the Fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Probably not as much as they want everyone to think they do.
Followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall. They proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone.
Huh?
Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
How stupid can they be?
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
She's probably already
I was
looked.
really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya.
Ruthlessness.
Why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
Damn.
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think. I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
I didn't see what she said.
Every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as fruit, to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting.
Of course she does.
For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawnfloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
Surprised he's managed to keep it hidden from her.
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Oh, yeah.
Then don't mind if I do.
Oh, she's gonna do it?
1 year old, 2 years old.
Oh, she's looking at his, like, baby pictures.
Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep? How interesting.
Oh, that's cute.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
Oh.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
I'm pretty sure they're dead, by the way he said that.
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
And probably the reason he hates the Titans, too.
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of the Thesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher!
What did you do?
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Oh?
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye.
Oh, that's where his eye went.
Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
I mean, that's not too bad. Still more than most people will ever get.
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it.
I want to take a picture of this. I gotta tab out though, hold on. Whee! There we go.
Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then,
What topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
I think that was one of the lines from the trailer.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into.
Sounds like him.
Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
You know, something I'm thinking about right now while I watch this is, like, is Alexa actually talking out loud to Cersei's? Or is this in his mind and we're just getting, like, you know, the visual representation of them having this discussion? Like, the fact that they're talking face to face is visually is purely for our benefit, but they're having this, like, conversation in his head.
Now I understand.
It would explain why the area around them is suddenly so empty.
Nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who
Whoa!
can shed light on my query. As the saying goes.
Oh, I didn't hear the sound, but I saw the alert this time. Thank goodness. Hello, Raiders. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone from the Safari Cafe. Hi, Kane. Hi, Cam. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. We are doing the 3.4, not 2.4. I don't know why I put 2.4 in my posts today, but oh wait, it's probably in the stream title, isn't it? Oh my god. Hold on. Sure is. That's awkward. Or is this 3.4 or 3.3? I don't even know. I'm just gonna delete the numbers. I mean, we're almost done for the night anyway. I've got about an hour left in me, I think, before we'll wrap things up. But hello, everybody! Thank you all for joining us tonight. We're just watching a smart guy and a god argue. A smart guy and the god of smart guys, I should say, argue. I hope everybody is doing good. Oh yeah, let me make sure I'm... Give a shout out to Kane there. What were you playing on your stream, Kane? I saw you were live, but I didn't get a chance to stop by before I got on. Oh, Paranormal Site. I've seen that one around. It seems interesting. Was it good? Ooh, okay, okay. Good to know, good to know. I think it's on my Steam list. I think that's where I saw it last. It's really good. Ooh, okay. I'll have to, yeah, I'll definitely have to keep it in mind as an upcoming Oh yeah, I haven't played as many in recent years, but I am a big visual novel fan. I am eagerly awaiting Touch Starved. I was a huge fan of Amnesia. I played a lot of Mystic Messenger. I don't know if Miss Me really counts as a VN. Kane wants the auto. All right. Just for you, my dear. I feel like that one wasn't very good. Let me do a different one. Let me do another one. My throat is like a little dried because I've been talking so much. I've been a Yaposaurus Rex tonight. That's a little better. That's a little better. There you go. You get 2. Just for Kane. Nobody else is ever getting 2 unless I like really fuck it up. That's just for Kane. 2 for 1. Yeah. Just for you, my dear. Ooh. Man, it has been a long week. I am already getting sleepy. It's only 11:30. And then I know, after stream is over, I'm going to get in bed, and I'm not going to be tired. Yes, please, go feed yourself. Take it easy after your stream. Feel free to lurk and hang out. But yeah, thank you so much. I bet we will. All right. Oh, Dulia came to say hi to you too, Kane. So you get some snuffly sniffs and some cheek rubs from Dulia. She's very soft and fluffy, so those must be very, very soft, fluffy cheek wubs. She's been in and out of here pestering me all night.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence.
Oh, wait. Okay. So right before you guys raided, I was asking myself, I'm like, wait, so are Cersei's and Anaxa like actually talking to each other like out loud? Or like, is he talking to her out loud? Or is this just happening like in his head and they just like, animated a cutscene for like our, visual understanding as observers? Nope, apparently he's been talking out loud to himself this entire time.
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival. So please depart forthwith.
God, every time, I'm so loving Deep Space Pilled. Every time I hear Lady Kindness, like just that name, my brain just hears Silas saying, on a kindness. Help me.
It's finally time.
His birthday banner starts this weekend.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like those creatures.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet, in my view,
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead.
Good. I don't care about these fools anymore. Bye, military runner. It looks like we got some ads coming up in a few seconds here. I am not going to pause for this one. Sorry, guys.
Lord Anaxagoras, oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Newsporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity. Did I miss anything? Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
Get her ass.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
Okay, wait, I just realized something. I don't know who can hear me while the ad break's going. Doesn't matter. I'm talking to myself here. The fucking, I just realized, so in Genshin, the, Alhaitham is connected to the Seven Sages of, I don't know, whatever school in Sumeru. And supposedly, from what I've heard, well, not supposedly, but like from what I've heard, both Alhaitham and this guy, Anaxa, are like iterations of a character from Honkai Impact 3rd named Shu. And so I'm like, oh, of course, like all of the characters have to be connected to some group called the Seven Sages in some way. It's so funny.
So, you wish to start a war?
And I'm 99% sure that, oh wait, if he's, have they announced yet? Maybe it's out now. Maybe we know who voices Anaxa. Hold on. Do we know yet? I don't know if they said. It's Stephen Fu. That's right. Okay. I forgot for a second. I wanted it to be Nazi so bad just because I wanted them to have used the same voice actor for both versions. I think that would have been really funny. But Steven is great. We love Steven.
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind.
Are they?
Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akima are so entitled to.
What are you talking about?
As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses.
Okay, whatever, lady.
You, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher.
I hate her.
Please. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters. Just like how there are two types of people in this world.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
Hello, Midnight Fox. Welcome, welcome. I assume you came here with the cane raid.
As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough.
Wait, what did... I see.
Lady Kindness, dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that
I'm doing good, thank you.
The Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Sorry, I had to wait for Anaxa to finish talking. I'm doing good. Just listening to stupid people try to tell Anaxa stupid things and praying for them. Well, actually, if I'm more honest, I'm praying for her downfall. I hate this lady. Not Cersei's, the lady he's talking to.
Well,
this bitch.
Now, but surely you also require my aid as well. So that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Also, I won't lie, I right now do not find this particular portion interesting. I find the stuff about Anaxa interesting, but I could not care less about politics. You finished it? Oh, okay. I appreciate that.
Even someone like
I hope she dies. That's all I can say. I hope Canis dies.
Surely you're not
or Kindness. Kindness.
Definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the Erechrysia that you are desperately pursuing. talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
Is this... Okay, wait. Is this 3.2? I lost track of the numbers, and unfortunately, all the gorgeous promotional material did, at least like when I opened the game, did not say. I feel like we were like... I was thinking we were already on like 3.4. I don't know why I thought that. I'm going crazy. Okay. Thank you. I just went, yeah, okay, new patch. I don't know why. Must be 0.4. I think it was because the last one felt so long to me that I thought, surely we've done like 2 patches already. But I gotta say, already, there are parts of this that I am more intrigued about than in 3.1. But this section here is unfortunately not very exciting, but I'm sure it is going to be important, so I'm doing my best to pay attention. Okay, wait. And I like the short story. Ooh, okay. I'm going to ask a question. If this is too much of a spoiler, just tell me that. It is. But I'm curious. Are we going in this patch? Do we get to see the full 15 days? Like, do we actually do the the citizens meeting in this patch? Or do they end it before that starts? That's the one big thing I'm curious about, I guess. Right now. Because in game currently they're saying it's like 15 days away, so I could see them going in either direction. Either we'll like time skip a bunch, or it'll just be long. Or they could just end it and put it on a cliffhanger. You do it this patch? Okay, cool. I thought that too. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. Because I was definitely like I could see it going either way. Like they can either do it now or make us wait or whatever. But I'm having a hard time telling. I feel like I can usually get a good idea. Okay, cool. So there will be resolution on that. Thank God.
Topic, let us discuss our common enemy, Aglaya. She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life.
Really?
Your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you just trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in her savagery?
Oh my God, savagery? Oh, girl, you were so delusional.
I believe you're aware of Castorice the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaya had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, wouldn't that settle her nerves even more? Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
There's 4 demigods that we haven't seen? guess that would make sense based on the symbols that were lit before, like when we first started Gacha Amphorius. I know, I'm assuming that, what's her name here, and they just said it earlier, but I don't remember. Fuck. All I know is that she's, part of Felis, in Honkai Impact 3rd. She's the cat girl one. The one that Aglaya was like, yeah, I'll try to get her to come over, but you know, no promises. Because she's the only one who would know anything about Thanatos' whereabouts. Cypher! Okay, yes, Cypher. That's what they're calling her in HSR. I'm vaguely, I should say, I can't even say slightly. I'm vaguely familiar with the Impact 3rd Flame Chasers. So that's where my brain usually goes when I see them. I never finished Elysium Realm stuff, so I don't know all of them, but I know a handful. Cypher thighs. I haven't seen her in Impact 3rd yet, but I mean, I trust that she's gonna be similar to part of Felis, so understandable. Have a nice day.
I understand what you
Just
mean.
like slightly more ninja.
At the very least,
rather
both
than
of us
feral
agree
cat.
that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes, and the citizens' blood will be shed.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I keep just telling her she's stupid, but she's stupid. If well, I mean, yeah, part of Felis, Felis is cat, Latin for cat. And in Impact 3rd, she summons a giant cat that she drops on the enemy. It's great. I gotta say though, calling Aglaya this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed, and then saying it's unfortunate that the sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs are growing. It's almost like, man, it's almost like you guys are the fucking delusional idiots who are sitting here going, oh my god, she's terrible, she's destroying everything. Blah. No, you're just mad that you're not in power and not in charge right now. Just admit it. Stop making shit up. If she were really that bad, would the rest of the citizens actually be supporting her? What do you mean? Come on now. So stupid. So IDK the story. So, I mean, I haven't finished Impact 3rd. I've played a good chunk of it, but there's just so much. It's one of those things that I kind of pick up and put down again from time to time. But the Chrysos heirs and the Flame Chasers come from a specific set of, I think it's side content, called the Elysian Realm. And I haven't finished that either. Again, it's a lot. But though from what I mean, I could tell you what I know, but see, that's the thing, is I'm worried that saying anything about the Elysian Realm might be spoilers if you don't already know it. Because there are some things that I think a lot of people who are familiar with that already are aware of and have been theorizing about with fucking Amphorius. But if you don't know it, then I don't know. So we're on different sides of the same mindset. But the flame chase section of the story, yeah, it's side content, so it's not super connected. I mean it is connected, but like it doesn't happen directly in line with the story. It's more of a side story that's happening in the midst of all the main plot. And then some characters from it are connected to the main plot. Like our boy Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Kevin, who is Phynon in HSR. I had some theories with that boy, but they've been kind of tossed out the window. So, we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Aglaya's authoritarianism, conceit, and arrogance have granted her unfettered control for the most part.
What are you all talking about?
Are also her greatest weakness. If I can render her helpless by forcing her to experience the agonizing pain of betrayal, I am certain she will never recover from such a setback.
Surely you don't believe that such a tiny betrayal will be enough to push her to her wit's end.
So I have heard that one too, and it does make sense. The whole like it definitely, from the stories we've heard and the way the prophecy is working, a time loop makes sense because it does seem like Amphorius is in some kind of cycle. Like, you know, the Era Nova that they're striving for seems to me like it's basically a process of rebirth for the Titans, because we're like taking them down and everybody thinks we're like killing them for like nefarious humans are better than gods reason. But it seems likely to me whoever the quote-unquote one that will make it to the end will be the one who takes on the core flame of Kefali and thus recreates the world anew after it's destroyed, and then recreates the Titans, presumably based on the previous demigods who took on the divinity from the core flames. So I see the time loop aspect there. The only thing I think that is the only issue I see with that is that if you consider the time loop, and in the theory of the time loop, assume that Amphorius is real, that all of this on this world, like this is a world where this is happening. You know what I mean? What interest would Fuli have in that? Why would Fuli care to observe that time loop? Unless Fuli put them in the time loop, that is possible, but then why would they do that? That doesn't really make sense to me. My prevailing theory, and I think I said this in my 3.1 stream, is that it's not a time loop, but a simulation, and of some kind. And it's basically a giant experiment that Fuli is running and observing. And I suspect the black tide is tied to the Stellaron, possibly a representation of its corruptive energy. It's possible that Amphorius at one point did exist as a real space, and then in order to prevent the spread of the black tide or the Stellaron to the rest of the galaxy, the rest of the universe, Fuli imprisoned it inside of the loop. That's why Fuli doesn't allow, Fuli as Ocula, doesn't allow anybody to leave the Amphorius world. And the people within it are just in this constant cycle of, they're probably no longer the people that they were originally. They're just kind of going through the same things over and over. And Fuli is watching over it to prevent the Stellaron from leaking out of Amphorius and into the rest of the world. Something to that effect. Similar vein, different idea is that it's, and this is something that came up in Wuwa. But so I'm partly stealing this idea from Wuwa. Amphorius is a simulation, and it's fully trying to study humanity and study the Stellaron in a closed environment to see if there is a way for humanity to stand against a Stellaron. Like, and basically just kind of running the same experiments like over and over to see if different factors can change the outcome of what happens. I don't know. Those are my kind of my main theories. Kindness is a satisfied ending to me. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
What's more, there are many who remain silent, merely watching to see how much chaos I can unleash. Not to mention, you know full well that the Chrysos heirs have never been a united front.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts.
I don't know if I'd call them sincere. I don't know how real Anaxa was being with all of that.
At this stage, it's clear that
has a satisfying ending. Oh, no problem, no problem.
Discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity.
If that's true, why are you trying to sit here and pretend like Aglaya is doing things that she isn't? You are literally making shit up. You are literally lying. What do you mean, sincerity? Huh?
The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba
no worries, no worries.
Remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
But he can't betray somebody he was never allied with. He doesn't give a shit.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment.
Why?
As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Oh, you got her? I'm so jelly. I got Mydei and then didn't really pull much since then, so I had like no pity. I'm at like 60 something right now. Still haven't got her. 60 something to my 50-50. So, oof.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better
at
nice.
Nice.
Game than I.
I lost Mydei's and then kept pulling because I wanted him.
I'm glad that she's arriving here. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch,
But the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh. Huh? How do you figure?
How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaia sees me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
I love him.
We shall see then.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after,
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Ah, interesting. I don't think I have... Oh, I do have enough. All right, let's just... Wait, what am I at now? Let's see. So now I gotta know. Now I'm curious. Oh, went too far. So that's... I can't do that kind of math. Oh, I'm less than a 10 pull away. I'm at 72. Okay, well, that's offensive, but sure, whatever. Oh, thanks, Lynx, for the refund. Damn it. All right. Carry on.
An expected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali.
Oh.
I have no reason to refuse you, do I?
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
Don't worry, Fox. I understood what you meant.
Very true.
In my view, this individual has...
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, he can see Cersei's. I didn't realize that before.
He's free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the world bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person.
He's such a freak. Like, this is so weird.
Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey.
I mean, I'm good, but if you have to, then sure, whatever, I guess.
A bygone myth tells of an occasion where carefully once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Not on your life.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
I can't believe he has a goddamn gun. That's so funny. Oh, fuck you. No, treasure chest! Treasure chest!
Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe carefully will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to carefully than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh.
I hope things go as you say, then.
Interesting.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
Okay, thank you. Give me the chest. God damn. Oh, that took forever to load. I guess it was far away.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
No.
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
Uh-oh.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go, so just hold your tongue and come along.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Oh.
Wait. Is that... Circes? Hey, look at that.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Huh. No, that's like a thing of the remembrance, I assume.
Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
I knew it. I knew that was nice when I saw him.
Nias. I know I've heard this name somewhere.
Huh. It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Sarces. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
This is a departed spirit?
Oh, is that a nymph? Or is it just a butterfly? It's just a butterfly. No, wait. I'm a genius. Come here. I knew it was glowing too brightly to be a normal glass butterfly. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I think it's the one on the right. Did I still get it? Oh, okay. Cool. That counted. That's another spirit?
I suppose I can just ignore this.
That's weird and creepy. Oh, they're there again. So, presumably this is when Circes and Nias, whichever version of them this is, made their own pilgrimage to Kefili. Oh.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
I knew it. Yo, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Kaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
That's gotta be Kefili. Kaos is Kefili from the previous cycle, where Circes and Nias were the ones to become Titans.
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Kaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
They must have had their memories erased.
I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but the souls of people.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments. Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
And think and feel?
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
This is a pilgrimage platform dedicated to devout believers, but you and Anaxagoras never kneel to false gods. You know, fair. Meow. Oh, puzzle. Okay, so I need to do this so that I end up on the button. Then drop. How do I do this? Six more. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it. Not quite, though. Okay. Fuck. Nope. I fucked up. God damn it. Oh, I didn't time that right. Fuck. I almost had it. I'm just intrigued by Alexa. I just want him for fun. That's not it either. God damn it. Damn it. Okay, I'm leaving. Can't be bothered. This shit's stupid. I'll be so real. You are so strong to like actually think about like your team builds and meta and stuff. I can't be bothered. I collect the people that I think are cool and that's as far as it goes. And then I make it work.
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Oh my god, that's like exactly what she said a bit ago.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
You're not, but I am.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little. I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Oh, okay. So Calypso is okay, so that's why she must have called it. That must be why she called herself Calypso, because in the like back of her mind somewhere, she still knows that name because it was her original name.
Calypso. she really were one of the seven sages. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell?
Uh-oh.
Circes?
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Doesn't matter. I can do this myself. Looks like I'm nearly there now.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now?
Oh, I didn't mean to skip the dialogue.
Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Interesting.
Why are you chanting that too?
Oops.
Ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself.
What do you... Wait, why doesn't he get to ask his question? I'm confused.
Did I still fail to make it in time? Huh? So, I'm back here again. This is... I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the Void World. A voice ready to tell me something. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Oh!
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Alright, so that's just more confirmation of Finon's eventual fate. Got it.
Yes. I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
That's a spitting image of Cass, by the way.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Circe's question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Circe's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important.
Huh?
Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
Oh, fuck. So he ate her. Alright then, well.
What are
Shit.
you thinking about?
Just amazed at how this towering tree is Circe's divine body. It's a majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though.
Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree.
Merely something from the past that I won't go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Circe's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground.
I'm a little curious what Dan Heng meant by something of the past. I assume it's related to the Xianzhou, but like, huh?
I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
You're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the Reason Titan. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Circe's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them.
Interesting.
You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Yes, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just, I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side.
Excuse me. Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's just make the most out of this trip and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. They could be useful to Hex.
Yeah, there is no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway.
What about you? Will you be alright on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
The silence in here is near deafening. With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. Enough music. We're not doing that. The clock is ticking. I should search for clues as I move. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end things there for the night. Because I was only planning to go for about this long. So I'm sorry. I cannot marathon this, unfortunately. So I will probably finish it off stream on my own. But if you want to do it for yourself, you can play the new patch. So I am gonna go ahead and put us on end here. Let's see. Anybody live right now that we can raid and send y'all all over to? I think we'll just go ahead and end there tonight, actually. I appreciate all of you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I will be back on Saturday night as part of the Raid Train fundraiser that we are doing. I've made a post about it on Blue Sky and you can check it out. But I will be back Saturday night, and then Sunday, immediately after I finish my Saturday night stream, at Sunday at midnight, I'll be part of another event on Maggie's channel that for the same event, a fundraising event. So you guys can check me out in both places. But I'll be taking a break tomorrow to get some rest. So I will see